The IMF's decision to add China's yuan to its elite basket of reserve currencies. What happens to the renminbi now, and what does this mean to Korea? The Chinese currency becoming part of the special drawing rights are beyond the headlines tonight. Hwang Ji is live in the studio with me. Now, Ji, the yuan's ascent into IMF's special drawing rights, the currency basket, it's not something that was not unexpected. We all knew this would happen eventually. But why now?
It's because of China's ever faster rising footing on the global financial stage, not to mention its economic size. Almost 3% of all international settlements are done with the yuan, while the rate was in the 0% range 5 years ago. The figure is now even higher than that of Japan's, allowing the Chinese currency to stand as the fourth most frequently used currency in the world. Now, China's GDP, that was about the same with Japan in 2010, grew fast to outpace that of Japan's in 2013 and became the world's second largest economy. Back in 2010, during the IMF's last review of the composition of the currency basket, the international body actually rejected the yuan to be included, saying it did not meet necessary criteria.
Now, I'm sure this decision is a key milestone for the yuan, and I'm sure the Chinese government must behave differently now that its currency has been confirmed as one of the most freely used currencies in the world.
Yes, especially when the Chinese currency being prized with the IMF's reserve asset status does not mean it's directly becoming a safe haven asset. And to become such asset like the US dollar, what many experts agree on is that the Chinese government has to be committed to a freer yuan and pour efforts in making their policies predictable and transparent. Well, whether the government will actually go through that process is uncertain and something that we have to keep an eye on. For now, it pledged to keep the yuan stable.
We completely have the ability to maintain renminbi exchange rate stability at a reasonable and balanced level. Will the renminbi exchange rate devalue after joining the SDR? I think such concerns are unnecessary.
Well, the elevated status of the yuan is not only symbolic, but quite important to Korea as well, as really this brings Korea to a step closer to becoming the international hub for offshore yuan trading.
Right.
1 year ago, Korea launched the Won Yuan Direct Trading platform. Not only that, Ji-hye, tell us why the IMF's decision this time around is quite important or should matter to Korea.
The yuan's inclusion in the long term is a factor that will strengthen the currency, and with that, experts say Korea will be able to maximize the benefits coming from the bilateral free trade deal with China.
A stronger yuan means the purchasing power of the Chinese people will rise. That's an opportunity for local exporters benefiting from the Korea-China FTA. More Chinese tourists are also expected to flow into Korea.
Some say, though, the rising dependence on China could also have a negative impact on the Korean economy, as it could raise volatility in local markets. But because the IMF's decision is taking effect in actually in October of next year, we're not expecting any immediate impacts either on the Korean economy or the global economy.
Right, and in the short term, Korea's central bank will boost its reserves of that currency and also start issuing, I suppose, yuan-denominated bonds this month. So we'll have to wait and see for that.
And that from the finance ministry.
Right, and the central bank will be doing that.
Right.
All right, great reporting, Ji-hye. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.